Good afternoon. My name is Qike. My topic is data centers depth perception. First of all, I would like to ask one question. Who very clearly know what happened in your own data center? I believe some of those network engineers, some of those coding peoples and applications, but I think everybody, when they come to that concept, they often quite vague and unknown. Cisco, as a very traditional manufacturer of networks, we got some unique specific characteristics. Mr. Ma mentioned that anywhere with any of those places, they got some their own strong points. So I would like to introduce today Cisco in this data center area's key weapon. We got three parts today. One is about software levels stream telemetry. The second part is based on hardware's telemetry technology. Third one is about the Cisco's combine the software and the hardware's Datacenter system. Every technology's development is to solve people's problems and achieve better development of technologies and realize some more better functions. So when we need some deep perceptions of the network. Often in your development, you need data support, often based on the actual networks running. Obtain the operation information through traditional ways is very limited. We can only know some very surface information, cannot totally understand what's really happened during the network in depth. So often people have difficulty to know what's going to do and run for the next step on the network. So we need a strong data support. Overall, we need to provide more transparency within the data center to provide the data support and analysis capability. And we need to solve a big issue at the moment is traditional monitoring method cannot achieve the requirement for the current cloud data processing and also the AI demand. So therefore, we have to break through the limitation of the traditional processing and to provide different solutions. The traditional method is SMP, Cisco, and SLR to make the overall networks monitoring and management. We have the certain limitations of scales, etc. It's a very different from what's a requirement currently. So we need to be quicker and simpler and more structured data operation. So in such situation, we have actually got software streamline telemetry. This one to solve from the performance point of view, from traditional data's pull into push. So you can, based on your requirement to timely output some of the data, and the data can be analyzed. What it means that the data has already been structured and formatted and it can be easily integrated into your running database. And based on the database and the structure, you can quickly and simply, according to your own business requirement, to establish your big data analysis platform. And based on the original data, you can obtain a lot of information you wanted. And in the meantime, I hope that this kind of things, you can be a closed ring. When you obtain the information, you can actually affect all your future data center design, operation, and management. And this is a very simple example. We can show everybody how we achieve this. This is a command line. You can use 3 steps to command where this thing is to be and what we want to achieve, and a very simple data collection and the process. This format is different from the traditional format. And next I would like to introduce hardware telemetry. Just now mentioned is a software streamline and telemetry. This function is not relevant to hardware part. It's purely based on the optimization operation process and management. But the next one, the FT and the SSX, it is relevant to hardware. This is also what Cisco's new innovation on data and the chip innovation. We found many customers got the data centers requirements that they want to make it more visualized and also transparent. And more customers pay more attention to that. And not only pay attention to the density of the data centers or the transmissions or the input-output. These all become very basic requirements on the basis that everybody can make a more optimized visualization and also better capability management. They have more possibility of advancement of technology. Therefore, Cisco on the chip side, we have increased lots of innovation. For instance, our programming, we have more scope on chip to provide hardware telemetry. And those 2 products just mentioned earlier, we can display our technical capability. Just now mentioned those programming advantage. Our chips can use a large scope to do these telemetry functions. We can this data package and also the chips processing process. We can increase to the process of take the package out of the data center. We can do the one-to-one capability. Therefore, whatever the data flow in your data center, you actually can get them out exactly amount and exactly what they are. It's not necessary to say, well, you got 1 gigabyte of data flow, then you got 1 gigabyte data. These data has already been processed. All the process is actually processed on the chips of the processors. You don't have to go through the CPUs and other things around the processor. All those data is being obtained, minings, and then you can actually do your own analysis and coding afterwards. What we can see is that, for instance, we can make a different size of the package, and some of those have been lost for what and why. What's the first of the package is different from the last one. And also can see the delay of the data center, what's caused it, what's it like. And we can also make judgment on my internet situation. SSX is also based more on the chips functions. I believe most people have heard of it, that in the data center, how much the data flows created, losses of the data package, etc. So more people pay attention to what type of data has been lost and for what causes. So in this case, everybody is quite vague. Often people just guess on the causes, and so each network has their own monitoring, and your data centers got the monitoring. Each of the independents, they don't interconnect. So after we apply our applications, the system becomes more complete. It can be timely, one-to-one, real time, real situations presentation. We can have a real case that one a network engineer discovered that server 1, server 2's the traffic between two has got some issues. It initiated FT and SSX's function. And after processes, they actually send the information to the network engineer, so they know that they know what is lost in where. Okay, just now mentioned is Cisco's data center chips technology innovation. And that set system still require users possess some of the development capabilities. So you got the data that are provided got their own development platform. You got your mature own analysis platform. Our product is called telemetry platform. We provide the three functions. One is data collection. One is based on hardware. Second is based on software. Based on your servers, we'll fix a detector. We can send all your format to our collector. Through data process, we'll present the result you wanted. Second part is analyzing engine. It's based on big data computing platform. We got some of the data modules based on many years experience. We know most of the customer pay attention to what kind of data, what are results, what are angle, and through those we have present a analytical engine. Third is a display platform. One has got very good external portal. The other one's the API, can connect with customers' own operation monitoring system, so they can become a real-time based on internet volumes data platform. So this is my sharing of today. Thank you very much.